that's
Happy New
what's
Year.
up.
We
Yeah,
still got a little
almost
bit.
on the East Coast. We got 30 minutes.
Right.
And then, 29 minutes till we count down.
Yeah.
60, 50. Are we going to do that?
We'll see. We've done that before. I think we did that in 2020. We actually pulled up a countdown.
Oh, that was so fun.
But just real quick, if you're watching this from anywhere else, the best place for us to see it is on YouTube, youtube.com/The Philosopher. So come on over to YouTube, especially if you want us to see your comments, which we usually check out and post up, as long as it's something that's not too crazy, too status. Although if it is pretty status, we'll critique it. But we're going to be doing a little bit of some games here in celebration of Voluntaryist Suit Saga, and doing a little bit of support for that. But we're also going to be talking about what is coming up for us this upcoming year. And if you're sticking around until the countdown for midnight, we will also be unveiling a new cool project thing that we've been working on for the past year. So you definitely want to stay tuned.
That's midnight East Coast.
And that is midnight East.
Because that's in 30 minutes.
Eastern. All right, 30 minutes.
East Coast. Eastern.
So we'll be taking a look at Voluntaryist Suit Saga. Now, we did have a really big successful campaign over on Indiegogo. So we actually had not just this Fund My Comic thing here, but we actually also had our Voluntaryist Suit Saga one on Indiegogo. We actually hit 220% of that goal.
With 115 back.
Right, at 11K. And that unlocked 6 different stretch goal perks. And those stretch goals are bonuses for everybody, which will also be going to those who support on Fund My Comic. So we'll be previewing that, showcasing that as we talk through, what it is that we got coming up. But how about you take a moment to tell everybody some of the things that we got cooking besides the big secret in 2024?
Wow. So 2024. Sure. Yeah. So of highlight, we want to do definitely like another music video. And this past year, 2023, I did Break the Great Reset. And that's just this whole song about like, no, I will not eat C-Bucks. Do you want to eat C-Bucks? I don't want to eat them. So anyway, it's just like, basically resisting the Great Reset, or rather the Great Tyranny Reset, the New World Order Reset Tyranny. So anyway, I want a great reset for liberty. I don't know about you. But so that's what I'm looking forward to doing that. That's what I produced this past year. And then next year, we are planning to go to, or actually we're booked. We're going to be tabling at the LP National Convention. And it's a hot year. It's 2024. It's a presidential election here in the U.S. Federal government.
So we are going to actually be at the LP National in May, and we'll be tabling there for the convention in the Belly of the Beast in DC. So,
and you will bet. Will we have Suit Saga on the table?
There's a chance that it might be there by that time. I'm not sure yet.
Either way, you'll see Origins, and you'll see the thing that we're revealing in 30 minutes or less than 30 minutes, 27 minutes.
In the meantime, can you explain what this wheel is behind and what's going on with that?
Well, so Jack put together, my lovely assistant. So it says sake and water and sake. So anyway, we're going to spin the wheel. Every contribution we get on the Voluntaryist Suit Saga 1, humanity's last stand. I'm serious, against government. I'm serious. I really like this comic. And so every time we do that, we're going to spin the wheel. And are we going to hit water? Gosh, I hope I hit water. Or are we going to have to take a shot of sake? And now in terms of shots, I know my limit, right? We're all about like, know yourself, right? That's what first tenet of philosophy, right? Know thyself. So I know myself. I know that, like, look, I can only handle these baby shots here.
You got the baby shot.
Jack can handle a full.
I'll take the normal shot.
Full cup. I can only handle so much at a time. So we're just gonna make sure things stay good, things stay kosher around
and
here.
is this sake? Are we doing hot sake or is this room temp?
Let me touch the bottle.
It's room temp.
It's room temp.
Room temperature.
Do you want it hot?
No, we're gonna keep it room temp because it's just too much to do the hot sake. And these are room temp ones anyway. So, and the night shift here, he says, "Hey, you two, how's your New Year's Eve going?"
Hey,
he actually did a little trailer thing on YouTube for Voluntaryist, so that was really awesome of him.
Wait, he's the one who made the.
No. No, you haven't seen what he did, I believe. So
definitely not.
No, you haven't seen it.
Oh, okay, cool.
On that note,
it's going good. Night shift. Thank you.
It's 10,000. Going real good.
It's over 10,000.
And on that note of things going good, I do want to explain something really quick to everybody because this is very important. This is important for me to explain because it's pretty epic. So on this campaign, again, this is a secondary campaign on Suit Saga with Fund My Comic. Eric July actually did this crazy thing where he gave $1,000 to 3 different creators. Yeah, and I happened to be one of those creators that he did that special gift to help boost. And it was insane because he did that, promoted it, talked about it on his channel.
He gave you a shout out on his show.
You're right. And then a huge slew of people came in on.
He called you his brother.
I know, honestly.
I'm like,
after like, that was a real one for that. That was a pretty big moment for me. I was like, okay, damn. I'm like, all right. I didn't know that I was that cool yet, but I'll take it. I mean, he said I was grinding too. I'm like, damn, okay. I feel like I've been recognized.
You did. You literally were, and it was great. So great. Thanks, Eric July. And did you know this past year? Yeah, we made a song, 2 songs.
We did.
Rip-a-verse taking over.
Right.
We recorded the music video for Break the Great Reset, and we have another song called "I'm Having."
Well, yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. There's a special song.
There's other songs you just go and. So I really like Rip-a-verse taking over.
There is this song, Rip-a-verse taking over. So it's a really fun song. We're actually listening to it in the car when we just got some pizza from a Blaze, and I was listening to it again because it's been a while because since we made it, and I was like, actually, this kind of holds up. I was like, okay, actually, when you step away from a song, like you hear it so much, like okay, whatever, but then you step away from it for a little bit, you come back like, oh, okay, actually, that was pretty good. So it's a really fun song.
If you practice it so much, it kind of you get used to it. You listen to something a lot, it might get monotonous, so you take a break. And I'm like, oh my gosh! And now that we listen to it, like we had produced it before, there was Alpha Core. So it's like, I saw 1, I saw 2, I saw 3, I saw 4. Hit said we couldn't do a drop at Alpha Core.
And then Alpha Core dropped, and we actually got that support, did an unboxing. It was really cool. So check out that song later on. The Rip-a-verse Taking Over song is actually
a lot of, what'd you call it? Easter eggs?
Easter egg shout outs.
Shout out.
Oh, definitely. Cool. We shouted out most every one of the team that I couldn't.
Sheep City in.
Yeah, Sheep City in,
Yeah, we're flying down. But there ain't no cave. I'm sorry. That's like, I love that.
Yeah. So
it's a really fun song.
It is. It's a fun song.
It makes you want to get comic books and stack them on your shoulders.
It does. It does. And on that note, with music and stuff like that, we're still figuring out what we're going to do in terms of recording new songs because it's just been so crazy. Back to back, we've had so many projects and different things.
I have ideas, but it's like right. We have several ideas, but it's like which one and the time.
And things written already too. Yeah. So we'll see how that flows. But we just we literally have an event to do. We're going to be at the LPF Con.
That's going to be
in January. We have this other project. You'll see it midnight, and then we have we're going to do fingers crossed everything works out. Music video in DC. While we're there tabling at LP National. So we got a lot cooking, to say the least. And on top of that now, because of the success of Voluntaryist, which, as you saw, we hit 11K on the main one. We're at, almost 3K now on the second one. It's going to enable me to actually not only have the next issue, worked on ahead, but another standalone series called Voluncat, which is based on the thing that, you cosplay, the character with the no
the thing, the thing.
The thing.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You mean the girl?
Well, yeah.
No, I'm so excited because it's like basically her origin story.
Yes,
then she has a cool blazer, like it's a gun competition tee.
Right, in that story, Voluncat is a competitive shooter, and so we bring to the table something interesting that you don't really actually see often in comic books or movies. How many movies or comic books do you see someone be a competitive shooter,
like a hero, especially a woman? like hero that like uses guns. I mean, maybe I don't know, maybe this dates me, but like Tomb Raider.
Yeah, I mean,
is that like old?
There's literally not. I mean, again, it could be out there, but Tomb Raider's an archaeologist, not a competitive shooter. So
she have guns.
She had guns. So that's not the same thing as being a sports competitive shooter. There's no. I'm saying there's no movies. There's no comic books where the protagonist is, as their profession and or at least a strong hobby,
a competition,
a private competitive shooter, not in the military, not doing something for basic training, not for police academy, a private context. So I think that this character and this new standalone series is going to do something that hasn't been done before. Because again, I'm pretty familiar with most of the mainstream stuff and movies, big movie fan of all kinds, as you know. You're like, oh, what, have you seen this movie? I'm like, of course. So it's not common, or if it is, it's so rare that it's just not something you come across every day.
Definitely. I'm excited to see, and just I'm your editor. I read through your scripts.
You're right there, the scripts.
I wasn't always there, You've tell the audience how long you've been doing Voluntaryist comics.
Over 10 years now. Yeah, the first one was the first Indiegogo came out in 2012. Well, there was a proto-voluntarist. That was 2010 when I had these costumes. There was a cosplay thing.
Yeah.
So technically, the proto-voluntarist came out in 2010. So that it's 13 years. But the actual campaign began in 2012. Like the first actual official public campaign was 2012.
Okay, so like 12 years ago, inception. But 10 years, like when you started your crowdfunding campaign.
Right, official. Here's the character. Check it out. You could support, create a comic. Yeah, that's 10 years.
Can I see that trade paperback?
Of course you could see it.
What a long way.
A very long way.
What does it truly mean? I mean, what does it truly mean to be free? Wait.
What does it mean? You got dyslexia.
What does it mean to be truly free? I'm sorry, I got distracted by the back cover.
Yeah, because look at that definition. There you go. Look at that. All right.
Yeah, so this is all of your issues 1 through 6. Right?
Yeah, the origins issues, and I'm super stoked about it. Like I just continue to get, and again, I'm not saying this out of just like trying to give you the most favorable light. I consistently, and again, there could be someone who thinks it's crap. I don't know. But no one has come to me and said, oh, this is not good. This wasn't expecting. After the remaster, every person who has gotten it has come to me and said, oh, wow, that was actually really good. And I want that. I'm trying to surprise people with this, new quality and new edition where we redid the first 2 issues and the letters and everything and brought it all into continuity because, again, the first 2 issues were done with a different company. It wasn't as good. They went defunct. Really annoying. So I had to, get my original primary artist for the later issues and just redo it all. And we did it. So it's pretty cool. It's actually something that you're going to read and be like, okay, wow. Like this feels so refreshing compared to what you see, if you're watching anything out of Marvel these days or seeing what, DC's latest Pride issue is. So it's so nuts.
I don't keep up. I know.
No, I know. I'm the one who has to keep up with that stuff. That's what I'm doing.
Right. But yeah, that's awesome. I mean, and I met you 8 years ago.
So, yeah, 8 years.
I guess you could say I've been there for most of it. But that's really interesting. So wait a minute. When I met you, you're only like 2 or 4 years into it? Huh.
I mean, yeah, it's like, Wait, yeah, I guess so. Yeah, right. Because when you first saw me, you actually saw the banner for what was it?
Saving Snowden.
It was the Saving Snowden. Yeah.
Voluntaryist versus the NSA.
Right. Snowden. So, and those are Futureverse prototypes. So it was more like insider humor teaser stuff. And then I was like, okay, I got to take this seriously and actually do something that is a broad mass appeal story. That anybody could pick up and be like, oh, okay, this is intriguing.
I still love those issues though.
They're fun issues. They're silly.
Well, not just silly. I wouldn't describe it as that. I mean, it really highlights like what happened. Like it really highlights a Snowden and Assange accurately as heroes because they risk their lives to really expose government corruption, and if you've been following our channel, you understand taxation is theft. But, there's also like all the crazy violent things that the government does with the money that they take. It's not just, realizing that taxation is theft. It's not just the takings that is horrendous. It's also like all the insanely horrendous things that are done with the money that is taken from you, your tax dollars, or tax euros, or whatever country you're in, Hong Kong.
Tax euros, dollar.
Chan Chan Puji ne. Hey, he knows Cantonese. Anyway, random.
I don't know anything.
Hey, we're about to be New Year's. We're 15 minutes away.
15 minutes away.
We're walking around this downtown place, and this guy's like, hey, it's about to be New Year's. Come on. And I'm like, first of all, where are you from? Secondly, I'm like, it's 9 o'clock. I don't have a wristwatch, so I more like pulled out my phone, and I'm like,
yeah, there's nowhere near midnight yet.
It doesn't look as cool when
he
you're
was
like,
a bit wasted, as you can imagine.
But it said like wristwatch. What looks cooler, this or like this?
Yeah, I mean, obviously old school wristwatch. Yeah.
But I'd rock a gold wristwatch.
Wristwatch.
I don't cry over spilt milk.
Yeah.
But I do cry over burnt gold.
You should tell that story. That's a good one. Yeah,
it has nothing to do with next year. But it was like the craziest thing. And now I have a trauma. And I'm like going to avoid that situation again. I'm like, I'm going to make sure that this gold doesn't get burned.
Yeah.
Again. But anyway, I was just putting on a necklace, and it was herringbone style from Jack. And it was so pretty. It was an anniversary gift, our 2nd year marriage. So sweet. And I'm like, I'm going to put this on, and it's going to be for our, delayed Christmas Eve, unwrap the gifts, hang out with the fam, hang out that we had planned in dinner, and I was like ready to go, and I put it on, and then like the necklace fell out of my hands, and then it slipped right onto the outlet, like the outlet that was like right underneath the mirror. And so that's the trauma. I'm never putting gold on near electricity ever.
Well, I think you're not giving the full picture here. It slipped out of it slipped off your neck.
Yeah.
It crossed right where there was a plug-in, and it hit both the positive, negative ends of that plug, and it created an explosion that sent electricity flying and a plume of smoke that made the whole outlet look, blackened. And it tripped the surge protection, on the breaker.
Yeah.
And then I came in, I'm like, what's going on? Why is this going on? And she's like on the floor looking at this necklace. I'm like, what's going on? What's the matter?
I collapsed on the floor.
I'm like, are you okay? And then she like shows me it, and it's burnt. The gold went up and, in heated flame and got a little smoked, and it burnt off in the clasp. Like a freak accident of all, like it's unimaginable that you would have a necklace just fall off, hit an outlet, and then cause it to spark and explode.
Right, like ended it right, like perfectly, horizontally, like as you.
Yeah, it's just like it's one of those freak accidents things, like you see like 1,001 ways to die kind of thing. It was one of those like freak productions. Yeah, one of those freak accident things. You're like, how the heck did that happen? Like something crazy, and it did. It literally happened. Like, wow, I can't believe this happened.
Yeah. And basically, I don't cry over spilled milk, but I was like, oh my gosh, I want to cry. I was like, no, that's a nice necklace.
You blew your anniversary gifts into flames. Although it still is there. It's just, it was broken into parts. We're going to get it fixed now. But, needless to say, or, maybe I guess it is needed to say because it could happen. It's not likely, but don't have your jewelry fall in an outlet with a plug in it and have it hit the contact point at the exact same time and just magically.
That's why I have a trauma. We go to a hotel, I'm going to be like, where's the outlets? Not doing anything over there.
It's such a freak accident. I mean, it's like this is not going to happen again. It's like,
it's a good general lesson, right? Just stay away from electrical plugs. That should be isolated.
With a metal thing that could cross over, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. It's like dropping a fork, but a very thin fork that perfectly hits.
Oh my goodness! All right,
there was a gap.
Well,
anyway, so
let's take a quick look here.
So next year I don't plan to do that, and I plan to keep my gold necklaces from being burned. So yeah.
That's a great idea. On that note of not burning things, we are currently at 19 backers on the Suit Saga campaign. Now, what is special about this, and is kind of unique, is that this is the hollow foil variant, which means that it's the super shiny, shimmery cover, and it was not on the Indiegogo. So even if you got something on the Indiegogo, you couldn't get this cover. It's only on Fund My Comic, and that's because Fund My Comic is specifically a free speech-oriented platform that's supposed to help creators who want to have their stuff up not get canceled by the woke mob. So that's why I want to test them out, because they're brand new. And so it's a piloting thing. And so far it's been great. So I'm happy with the results. And I definitely so far can recommend them because everything's working, things come through, as they said. So I'm very happy. But that said, we're still trying to raise a little bit extra on this so that we can continue to produce more of the series and do these extra issues and stuff like that. So we're doing this little bit of a fundraiser. So just for fun, to show people what it is we're trying to do, let's do a wheel spin.
All right.
And just give people a little freebie here to show what we're doing. So for any support on the campaign or super chat, whatever, we'll take it.
I think it's good to just celebrate, like, just the fact that you're so fully funded. I like how one part of the screen is just my head. It's so funny.
Yeah.
Gosh. But yeah.
Let's do it. So hold on, let me focus. Okay, there we go. So let's see what happens.
Water.
Oh, water. So you're right. If it hits water, then yeah, you take a sip of water. Actually, I don't have my water. I'll just have a sip of yours or something. I guess. Thank you.
Oh no, we're sharing.
Terrible, I know. The cooties. So, and then let's see if you spin it again, if you get sake.
Okay.
So let's hold on one second. Let's get in focus. There you go. Oh, your head's in the way. There we go. Sake.
Oh, you're like, please.
Please. So if we get the sake, then it's going to be a Saga shot. So we'll, in celebration and in thanks to you, everybody, for supporting and sharing this and getting the word out. We really appreciate it. And especially big ups to our big supporters, CJRoasting.com, Eric July. Woo, you made my Christmas, Hanukkah.
That
Kwanzaa,
was literally the day after the ending of the Indiegogo campaign. So the day, so we woke up to the Indiegogo campaign. We fell asleep to it being under 11,000, which was your last, and that's thanks to your friend Flying Kozak. But anyway, yeah.
I'll let you pour.
Okay, I'll pour.
You're good at that.
Sounds good. But yeah, so we were like, but right under 11,000. We went to bed, wondering like, okay, is it gonna hit the last stretch goal? And as you are sharing, okay, no one can see, but yeah, on Indiegogo it ended at 11,000. So that was really cool to see it end just right at that last stretch goal. And that the last one, as you mentioned, is the Voluntaryist one shot. The cover for it. So the cover of that first comic issue for Voluntaryist. So it's really cool to just see. And I think as you're sharing here, there's even an art print for her that's already included. That was one of the perks, but now we're going to actually be able to produce the comic cover for her comic. So it's really exciting to be at this point. And we woke up the next day and just seeing that. And so that was the first just like excitement and celebration. And then like several hours later, suddenly you look at your campaign and you get an email and it's just like, oh, Eric July dropped, $1,000 cash on your campaign. So it was really cool. And then, Sheep City shouted you out, Brandon. So it's just really cool to see the whole team, Igor, everybody there, even the Soska sisters.
Soska sisters.
Yeah, Soska, right? Soska. Yeah. So I mean, I was like, well, just floored by the amount of support and just being able to connect with all of these indie comic either creators or fans and or both, right? If you're a creator, you usually are a fan. I mean, I guess it'd be kind of weird. I guess you could just be a whatever creator. But anyway, most people are really into it and they're fans too. So I've just really enjoyed like connecting with everyone in the community here. It's a fun group. There's a lot of creativity and there's a lot of people that just appreciate a good story, So if you yourself like watching movies, we like watching movies, whether it's documentaries or fictional. It's just like seeing how people encapsulate like, what we as humans experience in our lives, like whether it's love or trauma or, you know, loss or whatever it is. You know, it's pretty incredible to be able to share art. And frankly, it is a luxury. You know, if you're in wartime, you're just like, oh my gosh, how do I eat? What's the next meal? Like, how do I not die and get blown up tomorrow? You know, it's something to be grateful for, to be in a time of peace. And just, you know, right at the tail end of Christmas here and on to New Year's, like, you know, we should have that peacetime 365 days of the year, you know. But of course, I think, you know, traditions like Christmas, holidays like Christmas remind us of the sort of peace, and you could say heaven on earth, that we strive to create, you know, especially those of us who call ourselves voluntarists, libertarians, anarcho-capitalists, or if you're in Argentina or Brazil, anarcho-capitalistas. I mean, gosh, it's Spanish, man. They got the flair. It's like French or something. But anyway, so yeah, it's pretty cool to see. I love the community out here.
Yeah.
It's a lot of overlap. There's a lot of liberty people in here. Like Eric July, he literally has like anarcho-capitalist in his bio still, which is so cool.
Those are the only pronouns I accept.
And in cap.
And in cap. All right, so pour us these shots.
Oh, okay.
Let's go. We got less than 4
Hey, don't
minutes
you believe
to
in
go.
something called nonviolent?
See, now you can be nonviolent communication while you shout, hey, these are my feelings.
How many minutes? Oh my gosh, it's about to be 12.
I know. That's why I'm like, hurry up and pour. Let's go. Okay. Let's go. Let's go.
Okay.
We got a celebratory shot. Oh, almost is not enough. It's only horseshoes and hand grenades for almost.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much to your friend. Are we allowed to say him?
No. Wait, who? Okay. I don't know who you're saying.
Cool. Well, whatever. Your friend. It's fine.
Oh, yeah. Oh, saying Victor? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could say Victor. Thanks. Cheers to Victor.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah.
For providing the beverages. Thank you.
Like, I'm going to mute you. It's so funny.
Oh my God. Yeah. Lots of Happy New Year's.
Hey, cheers.
Mike. What's up, Row Ranger?
Oh my gosh, 3 minutes on the Eastern Standard Time. I said East
Coast. We're getting ready for this.
Well, you could say East Coast US.
Yeah. Once it hits, what we'll do the shot when it actually changes to midnight.
Yeah, when it changes.
Then once it changes, and then we'll launch this new thing and preview it for people here so they can see what it is.
Yay! I hope you guys are excited for what we're about to launch. We've been working on this for a long time.
Yeah. It took like a year, even though it was supposed to originally take only 5 or 6 months.
Right. To write it was
really easy. I wrote that in no time. I can pump like nobody, but it's just
you can pump like nobody. Yeah, you should see him at the gym. I did. How much you lift?
Not enough.
I can lift 40.
Yeah, you can lift 40 pounds.
No, it's so funny. I go to the gym and then like it literally is at like 200 or 100 or something, and I'm like, okay, let me just move it all the way back up to 40. I feel so weak.
I know you are weak.
Anyway, there's a difference between men and women. I just got to remind y'all, men can't have babies. Okay,
that's true.
And just because a woman can't have a baby doesn't make her not a woman. There's a difference.
There is a difference.
Men and women. There's such a thing as truth and falsehood, folks. That's why we love philosophy here, over here at the Philosopher Show.
The Philosopher Show.
If I laugh too hard, I'm gonna spill. Okay. Oh my god.
Maybe just take a little off the tip, so it's not. I mean, unless you got it for like 1 more minute, I guess it's about 2 minutes.
2 more minutes.
What's up, Lucas?
Cheers, Lucas. Hey. Oh, on the left coast, I know. Pacific Standard Time.
Yeah,
there's
Pacific
a great
still got 3 hours.
Where PST is in 3rd place, EST is in 1st.
Let's see.
It's CST
Countdown New Year's. Let me look this up real quick. Hold on.
I just thought
New Year. Oh wait, Countdown New Year's.
Someone who's lived on the PST, the Pacific Coast. I know what it's like to be behind Eastern. Oh, hey, do it. Oh, the live.
Yeah, we did that before. It wasn't until like.
Yes, do it. Oh my gosh, it's almost there.
Not so.
It's almost there.
Oh, it's 29 seconds.
29 seconds.
Okay. Okay.
Oh my gosh, 24, 23. Okay, goodbye.
2023.
21. All right, we're gonna shoot. Oh,
18,
I'll take it off.
17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year!
No, I feel like I'm back in Nam.
All right. Cheers, everybody. Happy New Year.
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, that's kind of good. That's a sweet
Dude, Victor.
sake.
Victor is the flying Kozak. He can fly anything.
He can definitely
Cars,
fly anything.
Planes,
Trains.
Isn't he good at playing Halo or something?
No.
Oh, he's bad at it.
Well, he's just not a Halo guy. He was never a man of the Halo.
I see.
Yeah. So,
well, thanks
could
to
you pour us
wow,
some
that's
more?
so good. Can you pour us some more?
Yeah, pour us another shot.
Cheers. Oh man.
Pour us another shot.
Wow. That's such a great choice. Okay, so it's called Kyodai Premium Japanese Sake Nigori.
Nigori.
Oh wow. Arigatou gozaimasu. Jaku senpai. Jaku-kun. Jaku-kun.
I can really hear those
Yeah, the fireworks going off outside.
yeah. Okay, let's hold these horses.
All right, yeah. Thanks, Ben. Cheers. I hope you are. Nah,
all right.
we're good.
Cool.
If I don't spill.
And oh, hold on. Okay. All right. So I'm trying to get ready to review this and launch. Okay,
Ooh.
and there we go.
Oh, Happy New Year.
Okay. So, all right. I just had to do that little bit of a. Oh, and actually, we have a.
Oh, wow.
Happy New Year. All right.
Spin.
Cheers to that. We'll do a spin.
Cheers, Doubting Thomas. Happy New Keep of the good feels and good memes. Oh, we will. That's one thing that we have not stopped all these years is the meme train. And you know, the memes evolve.
They do evolve.
We were just talking about that with our good friend Daggerist. All right, so it's time to spin the wheel. Will it be water or more sake?
All right, so let's get this view. All right, so this is for Doubting Thomas. What's it gonna be?
Water.
All right, well, we're doing the special rule. It doesn't matter whether it's water or sake. We're doing sake.
All right.
This sake is pretty lightweight.
The way
so
you laugh was so evil. Okay. Malevolent. Cheers.
Yeah, cheers.
Your laugh track.
I got my own laugh track.
You don't. It's actually the audience that's in front of us right now.
Cheers.
It's not a track.
Happy New Year. All right, so
Cheers.
on the real though, this is the moment you've been waiting for. We promised that at midnight we would show you what it is that we have unlocked. So, without further ado,
secret project
3
now unveiled.
2 1.
That's what we told you.
I know. Right?
The Unschooled Adventures of Jack
and Fun. So this is yay! It is. So we have developed a new kids book that we've been working on for the past year. That was almost a big party foul.
That was really frightening.
That was very frightening.
Almost knocked over.
You almost knocked over the whole
bottle.
Let's put that cap back on. But so this is going to be interesting because this book is not only giving a sense of what it is for an unschooling life, but it's also giving kind of some of the virtues and principles that go along with it.
Yes.
And we've been for a long time wanting to develop something that's more kids oriented because my comic series, well, some people think comics are for kids, not always. And, you know, especially not mine, it's a little more mature because of the content, language, violence.
Right. It's more,
this is more a kid's book. And not only that, hold up your...
oh, you moved the...
it's over there.
Oh, my copy.
Yeah, so... These kids books here with the Unschooled Adventures Jack and Fun. Now these are just our proof copies. We've been working on this for a long time. It's a 102-page full color book.
I want to read it.
It's beautiful, you know, full wrap. Yeah, we're not going to read it because this is a part of the surprise.
No, can I read the back?
Sure, you could read the back, and then obviously you can see here it's pretty crazy. It's got full color illustrations and text.
Yeah.
And
yes, okay. Let me just read the back. I'm sorry.
Sure.
So it says, okay, are you free to learn? Jack Lloyd is a typical 12-year-old boy who thought he was going to be locked up forever at his boring bell-ringing local middle school. He finds out that his parents have different plans for him this year. They all drive up a curious building that looks more like a mansion. Oh, I guess it's covered.
Yeah, because it's the proof copy. So hard to read, but it's okay. You got it.
All right. So eventually, okay, and not just okay, brick prison. Okay, so wow, I can't read it.
All right, so then we're gonna skip that, and we're gonna go ahead and cut to real.
Yeah.
So we're gonna play this little cheeser for you.
Good call.
All right, so I understand that it was that there was no audio for it, but it's okay.
It is on my channel. So if you go to YouTube, oh, unfortunately, I couldn't hear. Well, at least the captions were up, so hopefully you could at least read that. But yeah.
Oh, you're fine.
That's so coming out.
You're totally fine. So,
but anyway.
I am pulling up this the campaign here. So as you can see, which we're about to share. Hold on. Oh, you can hear the
fireworks going on.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So as you can see here on Indiegogo is where you can see this campaign where we're doing this initial launch of the Unschooled Adventures of Jack and Fuzz. So on there, we're keeping it simple. We are offering 2 different types of specialty things. We have what is a book plus extras. There's a bookmark and a stickers pack, and then a signed book plus extras with a stickers pack. And so it's good. It's basically meant to just help you get into the story and to kind of get a sense of the characters and what it's all about. And it's an 8.5 by 8.5 inch book, and as you can see here, it's that big square format. So it looks really cool. Yeah, and
it's mostly like illustration on each page. So it's really
big illustrations.
Really cool.
Yeah.
Personally, so what I love about the book is it's trying to illustrate what does it mean like when you say unschooling or self-directed learning. And this book is meant to just show what that can be like when children are allowed to be free to learn, just like you and I are as adults are allowed to be, we are free to learn. There's nobody saying, hey, you need to pick up this skill or not. And you are beholden to the market. Market means, especially if, well, hopefully you're not into a corrupt market. I guess it depends what market you're working in. So it depends. If you're in like the medical industry, I don't know. That's kind of tough. There's a lot of stuff there. But I think it's really great to show what it can look like when you have adults around that are protecting kids. They're around as guides, specialists, that children can refer to, but there is nobody saying, hey, you have, put down this book that you want to read. I don't know if any of you ever got that in school, but like, if you're so overloaded with homework and you're told like you have to read these certain books, you really don't have time for yourself and to do the things that you wanted to do. Like, for example, in my case, I really enjoyed tinkering around with computers. I'm a software engineer now, and I've been, playing with different like devices, mobile devices, iPods, like whatever, handheld devices. Like it's really fun to play with computers of all sizes for me. And personally, I really didn't enjoy, and in fact, I really despised being told what to do. I mean, waking up super early, right? Feeling anxiety about the first day of school after like 2 months of freedom in the summer. And you're like, okay, oh my gosh, I hope I don't get a crappy teachers this year, and I hope like the homework load is not too much or unreasonable. And you have different kinds. You have teachers who are more lax. You have some teachers who like ask so much of you, right? They're like, do this essay by this week and like tell me your thoughts on this book that you don't care about, whatever. And it's one thing to be like, hey, go to a class and learn something, but it's another to be like forced to learn things that don't apply to your current life right now. So this is all about just showing what that world can be like when you can just have a childhood where you're first and foremost, free to just be a child, and you're free to really explore your interests in life, whether it's like, okay, do you want to learn farming? Do you want to learn how to take care of animals? Do you want to learn about medicine? Do you want to learn? I mean, there's so many things. And imagine if you had the freedom as a child to actually specialize, like how much more advanced you would be. And that's why I brought up myself as like a coder. I think of like all those years, like I could have just, been spending coding and actually practicing. And there's different stories in that regard as an example of like kids whose parents like helped them code early. Like, for example, if they had that interest, not because they were forced to, but like there's this one kid, I think he was like, I don't know, like 12 or something when he just like made his own apps, and he had like several apps on the Apple App Store. And it was like different things like, okay, let's have an app that looks at the different planets. I mean, that's incredible. That's incredible that he would have his computer and he's 12 and he made his own app, and his parents really supported him. And then he was able to go to college, and he's like this young kid, like, and there's other like adults who are like, oh my gosh, I'm in debt or whatever. And he's able to like get through it faster. So it's really just showing like, wow, imagining, what kind of better, freer, more prosperous world we can provide for if you have children now, or our future children, if you want to have children like me, or just, children that you care about, like if you have nieces, nephews, cousins, second cousins, friends, close friends that have babies, so it's really just thinking and thinking of the future and how we can secure liberty for all, as libertarians, voluntarists, anarchists, ANCAPs, whatever, individualists, but at the same time, like, what does that mean to have, beyond just having your property rights secured? It's like, okay, well, what does it look like to have a free childhood? What kind of learning should we instill? Should learning be compulsory? Should it be compelled? Frankly, I think when learning is compulsory, it usually just takes the fun out of learning. So that's been my experience. But yeah.
So that's definitely a great summary. And that's just the idea is to kind of give a framework for both people who are wondering about it and trying to like understand a little bit and give it a little bit of a fun fictional story aspect. There are of course real places like this, like in Framingham, Massachusetts, or Sudbury Valley School. But we wanted to do something that was kind of fun and engaging, to be both a resource to inspire and for current kids who are doing that, because it's not often that you actually have stories that relate to that experience. And I do just want to note real quick that we already got in. Thanks to Protos. He said he got one. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, so thanks for breaking the ice on that. And Danny Thomas here asks, is it like Montessori schooling? And it's not like Montessori. Montessori is a stepping stone. It's certainly getting there. There's more freedom. But unschooling has the total freedom and flexibility where young people are able to are free to choose. They can of course choose the class they want or not. They can choose their learning, but they pick up the tools of a culture, and they learn their arithmetic and numeracy and vocabulary and reading and writing by engaging in what it is they love. So that it kind of shows that and shows that mindset being broken with people who are in the schooled mindset. So it's an inspirational book. It's an educational book. It's a philosophy book. It, gives virtues and thinking about like what it means to have that mindset into adulthood. And so we're really excited to show people what we can create with that and what we can inspire with that. So
yeah, and Alpha Proto, I mean, I hope you enjoy it when you get it. So that's exciting.
And also there's the
we'll
extras too.
Spin the wheel.
Yeah, we definitely have to spin the reels. So when you get it, actually I just realized you have the bookmark to the other thing, but let me grab the other bookmark.
Yes.
I have the sticker.
We will show you the bookmark. So the bookmark there, that's actually the front and back. So it's not two separate ones. That's going to be one bookmark, and that's the front and the back of it. And then there's stickers. That's so cool. And and basically the perks we have is just this 35 book and extras. So that's the book, bookmark, and stickers. And then at the second perk, or the last one, that's at $50, it's a signed book and the extras as well. So it's basically the same, except for one is we'll sign it, and we'll sign it to you. So
right. So you can see there.
Yeah, and that's the bookmark.
Actually, I gotta switch over to this camera. Okay. Oh, that's the wrong camera. Whoops. This camera.
This camera.
So so it's a double-sided bookmark showing off the characters.
Yeah. It's Jack.
Yeah. Yeah, so super cool. And the stickers, we're gonna produce those as well once we figure out how many we need.
Yeah.
And so it's supposed to be ever expanding. So it's it's got a mainline story. It has characters, as you saw just before. There's some interesting characters besides us. There's Dr. Woods, Mr. Rothbard,
Dr. Woods, Mr. Rothbard, Mr. Murphy,
Mrs.
Rand, Mr. Nakamoto,
Mrs. Rothbard, Mrs. Spooner, Mr. Rose, Mrs. Kinsella, Estefania Inu, Mac Lee, Martin Monero, Pavan Patel. And there's a lot more characters, but this is just kind of a sneak preview of some of those characters. And not all of them are even in the first issue, but it's just to give you a sense of where we're going with this. It's a lot of fun. So
this is awesome.
I know this has been a huge work in progress, a labor of love, and us basically over the years. Some people are like, do you have something for kids? And we're like, well, not like that kind of thing.
Because it's like, okay, nonfiction books, but those are for adults. Like you need to be an adult to understand that high level language, and we're talking about government violence here. So it's mature topics, okay? And frankly, I'm of the opinion, yes, I'm an ANCAP, but I'm not going to be like telling my kids, stuff. Like, I'm trying to give them a peaceful childhood. Like, once they become adults, they can learn of the ills of the world, and they may choose to join the cause of liberty. But, while they're children, I want to give them a childhood, and so that's the goal. And wow, we have 2 backers now. That's awesome. We're gonna spin the wheel twice.
Yeah, we have 2.
And
we do have to do 2.
Jack might say we'll bend the rules again, but we'll see. We'll see. All right, I'm gonna spin it.
Oh wait, hold on. Before you spin, you can't just go Wiley spin.
It. Yeah. Oh, I can't.
Yeah, because.
Oh, whoops.
Yeah, we have to actually have.
I can't Wiley spin. My bad.
You're bad.
I really love to Wiley spin. Wiley spin.
All right, go ahead and spin. And it doesn't matter which one it is at this point.
I know.
We're doing side. It's just for fun at this point. Hey, it would have been water.
It's water.
AKA
sake.
More sake. All right, there we go. So go ahead and give us a pour for that first one. Then we got the second one. Warshaw says, I have students to be interested in reading this in my class. Thank you. Okay, awesome. Yeah, exactly. It's meant to inspire, people of pretty much, anyone who could read the level of language in there. It's meant to be, kid friendly, but honestly, I can see adults reading it and get inspired by it and find it fascinating. And there's certainly things that there's higher order thinking where there's context that might have more of a mature thought, but it's something that, kids could also relate to. So it's certainly intellectually engaging, but not in a way where it's like, oh my gosh, this is some dense economic
it's
thing.
Not dense.
Yeah, it's not.
It's fun.
Yeah, it's meant to be fun and lighthearted and
adventurous. And
right.
Really, for me, it put me in the mindset as the editor. It's edited by me. That it was really. It made me like really excited.
Makes me excited too.
Anyway,
all you have to do is lean to the side. If you lean to the side,
I know, but
all right, ready? 3, 2, 1.
Cheers.
Cheers to that. All right.
Wow, that's good.
That's smooth. That's
Thanks,
smooth.
Victor.
All right, so that was 2. Wait, was that 1 or 2?
That was 1.
Oh, 1. So we needed a second one.
All right.
And we'll spin the wheel.
Can I spin all Willy Wiley here?
We're gonna spin it to win it. Water.
Oh, I made beef stew.
Well, all right. So at this point, just for your health, if you want to choose the water, you could do water, but I'll do the shot no matter what. Just so you're safe.
Oh, don't worry. I've been doing baby sake.
Baby shot.
It's all good. If I was doing like regular shots, yeah, I'd be done now, but no, we're good.
Thank you so much, Brandon, for the kudos. Thank you so much, Kirk.
Whoa, cheers. We're at 16%.
All right, and I sent out the link to the comments, so you should be able to check it out on Indiegogo if you want to check it on out. And it's already complete, as you saw. The book this is not something that is requiring finishing in terms of the actual digital stuff. Like the entire book has already been written, proofed multiple times about the artwork and the writing and feedback, all that stuff. So
I can tell you how many times it was proofed.
It was proofed
personally
a lot.
It was proofed a lot.
A lot
of proofing.
Yeah.
There's a lot of fireworks going on. Alam Oliveira says, "Hey, Imperial Guard."
Yeah.
He says, "Much love for Brazil." Oh my gosh, can I say it? Mises Menos Marks. Wait, did I say it correct?
Mises Menos Marks?
Yeah, did I say that right?
Maybe.
Correct me.
Oh, yeah.
Correct me. Anyway, afuera. That's what we need to do to the ATF. The IRS,
afuera.
The federals are afuera. And by the way, for those of you who speak English like me, it's not abuela. He's not saying abuela.
He's not saying
I was incorrect. I was like, why is he saying abuela? Someone's grandma. But he's like, afuera.
Afuera. Thank you so much, Judd, for your support and being backer number 2.
Yes,
this one is in honor of you.
Oh, that's right. Sake at the right temperature is smooth.
It is so smooth.
Although you don't drink baby oil.
It's practically water. This sake.
You mean smooth as water, baby?
Yeah.
Like water. Yeah. That's funny. Don't drink baby oil, kids. People.
Don't drink baby oil.
All right. Cheers. Oh my gosh. There's so many fireworks.
Right? I can keep here going.
Oh, can we lift the window?
No, we cannot.
Never mind.
All right. Happy to disappoint. All right. 3, 2, 1. Cheers.
He's so cutthroat. Cheers.
Happy New Year and to more good things for liberty. Because there's tons. Javier Milei. That was great. Tom Woods got his new book out.
That was incredible to see in Argentina with Javier Milei. I mean, that's awesome.
Yeah, Mises Menos Marks. Alam.
Yes.
If that's Alam.
I said it right. I'm so proud.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for just confirming.
That was a good confirmation.
Woohoo! Yeah. So that's what we got. We're going to be tabling and we'll definitely have these books to sell. If you're going to be, checking that out, that's the Libertarian Party official national convention. And that's going to be in DC. So yeah, we'll be doing that. I think it's in June.
And we'll also be at the LPF Con in Florida, in Jacksonville. We'll be
for you Floridians.
Yeah, for the Florida or the Georgians who want to come down.
True. Or Alabamans.
So those are our 2 confirmed appearances, official appearances so far for 2024. It's LPF Florida in January and then LP National in Washington, D.C. in May.
Wow, that's really exciting. So, I mean, that alone is exciting.
Yeah.
But we have the kids book. We got Suit Saga 1 wrapping up. And we'll probably have Suit Saga 2. And maybe we'll see. We'll probably have the Voluntaryist one-shot comic as well coming out in 2024. We're going to be figuring out what song we want to produce next.
Yeah.
But in terms of music videos, we will be planning on producing in DC the music video for End the Fed. And if you don't know what that song is, go to YouTube and type in End the Fed, The Philosopher. Spell it with the O. Yeah, PHO. Like pho. And yeah, you'll see it come up. And that's the song that we're going to produce in DC on the steps. There are steps, right? Of the federal.
We won't get that physically close, but in front of on the public part of things. Yes. Because it's private. Don't forget, Federal Reserve is not federal. Private.
It's a private corporation.
It is private.
That's like means, all crony and tied to the government. That's the worst. That's how you get monopolies.
So. But we're going to try.
Your mother every teacher. That's how you get monopolies.
Hey, Kirk Moore just came through.
Wow. Okay. Thanks, Kirk.
You know what that means.
That's a cool picture. Where are you at? Glass. Kirk, tell us about this photo. That's very cool. Where is that? DC?
I don't. Is that DC?
Thailand?
I don't think that's DC.
Neato. Wow. Thanks so much. I really hope you enjoy the book, Kirk.
I think he will.
I want to know.
If there's one thing he will enjoy, it is definitely this book. This book is a fun one.
I know you're not an ANCAP yet, Kirk.
He's on his way.
But tell us what you think of that book.
Once he hears from Dr. Woods, Mr. Rothbard, Mr. Murphy,
Mrs. Look,
Rand,
you don't have to have the label ANCAP. I'm just saying, if you just believe in individual body and property rights, that's it. That's all we want. That's it. That's it. Serious.
That sake's hitting you pretty good, eh?
Yeah, I was about to take the big one that I was gonna.
No, you're not taking the big one.
I'm like, oh, you got it? Because I don't.
Alam says no option to contribute in BTC. No, Indiegogo does not. Unfortunately, it's not our. It's not.
Does Amazon take BTC?
If you could make BTC, acceptable on Amazon, you can definitely get it there on Amazon as well, just without the bonus perks. Like so on Amazon, you can get the print copy direct, but it will not include the bookmark and sticker set that is only exclusive to the campaign. So that's the reason.
But if you don't care, if you don't want it signed, if you don't want the bookmark and the stickers, then you could just go to Amazon, especially if you want multiple copies and you just want a lot of copies.
Well, if you want a lot of copies,
you can go to Amazon. Definitely. I don't know if they take Bitcoin though.
I don't know either. I've never seen it.
They did because I thought I saw some announcement. But check that out, Alam. That's cool. You're in Brazil and you're gonna play in Bitcoin. How ANCAP are you?
Very ANCAP.
They're so ANCAP down there. My gosh, there's this guy named Media ANCAP and he's in Brazil. Do you know who that is, Alam Oliveira? Media ANCAP, but he reacted to ANCAP Grind, my music video, and I was like, wow, this is incredible. I want to go to Brazil. I want to go to Rio de Janeiro. I want to explore. I just hope I don't get kidnapped. You got to be strapped everywhere you go. I'm just saying. It's a scary world out there. Oh,
He does know Media.
That's amazing. So there you go.
We're already big in Argentina and Brazil.
ANCAP's worldwide. We got to free Hong Kong. Okay. We're just going to pour one out for my cousins, my aunties, my uncles, grandmas, grandpas over there. And
all right.
Oh, God.
This is a big one here for Kirk Moore of CJRoasting.com. Big shout out to CJ Roasting for their support.
Yes,
and check them out with their coffee. They have great, delicious coffee. We have personally tried it and enjoy it.
Coffee.
Yeah.
They have this Vietnam blend. They have a lot of different blends. It's really good. It smells great. I love grinding them. In fact, we did a live stream showing how we grind them too. So yeah, check them out.
So check out CJ, letter C, and then J as in Jack. Roasting.com. All right. Thank you so much, Kirk. Appreciate you always. Cheers. With your little baby shot glass.
I love the sound of the fireworks popping off in the background when we drink.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Yes.
So no gunshots around here, but
not well. It could be if we want. We can make it happen. All right. So wow, we're already up to 190. That's
awesome. We're almost halfway. There. Are we gonna be taken down now? They'll be like, copyright strike. You not allow to sing strong.
That's
what is this? The CCP? What the heck? America, U.S. federal government, get out of here. We don't want communists in our government, right?
Right.
I'm on a mission to end taxation in the Federal Reserve. I don't know about you. I want to restore sound money. Okay. I don't want to burn gold anymore. That was scary.
That was very painful.
Okay. When that blew up in my face, that freaked me out. And the government does that every day. Your dollars aren't even backed by gold anymore. That alone should keep you up at night. Just kidding. Make sure you get your 8 hours of sleep every night. It's very important. Take care of your needs. You know, I know it's a cold world out there. You just got to do your best to survive. And just know you're not alone, you know?
You're definitely not alone.
Fudd tells herself every day.
All right, real quick. I'm going
to
look at Judd Tassadad. Thank you so much, Judd, for your support on the campaign. Excited to send you your book once you wrap it on up. And so I asked if there's going to be Little Jack and Fuzz right around the house yet. Not yet. But
sweet Morgan.
Yeah, we're in the prep mode this year. This year is the prep mode for that specifically. This is the year. But in the meantime, there are Little Jack and Fuzz running around on the Unschooled Adventures of Jack and Fuzz. As you can see, there is a Little Jack.
Yeah, actually, me drinking is just for this. I otherwise have stopped drinking, you know, this past month. Actually, both of us have. It's just for like celebration at this point.
Yeah.
But for me, right when we're about to have kids, that's where, you know, totally cold, just cutting it, you know, just as we, through the pregnancy and after, because I have to, you know, hopefully I can just breastfeed my child. But anyway, that's the next big goal. It's going to be like the biggest project I've ever undertaken. It's like, wow, okay, that's going to be a lot. Whoa. And has anyone ever seen that episode of Family Guy? I showed him. It was hilarious. But it's this episode of Family Guy where Peter, he learns the pain of being a woman. He learns the plight. And then he becomes sensitive. And then he calls Quagmire and he's like, hey, you want to talk?
Oh my gosh.
But anyway,
that's an old Family Guy episode.
Point is, it's really funny. I know it dates me. And Jack just called me old. And so that's the Unschooled Adventures of Jack and Fuzz. Sometimes you get called old and you just got to learn what that means. And maybe you'll choose to disassociate, right? Because there's freedom. I mean, to disassociate from somebody because there's freedom of association.
That's right. All right. Well, real quick, I just want to refocus this because we're about to wrap things up. So just so you know, again, two major things. Again, focus. Okay.
It was hard. You gave me these shots.
Focus. Okay, good. All right. So just to let you know, the two big things you need to pay attention to are one, the Voluntaryist Suit Saga campaign, the parallel campaign that Eric July, thank you so much, supported, promoted, got us over our 100% and then beyond. That only has a few days left, so you can only join in for the next basically 3 days. And there is a limited edition hollow foil variant on that campaign, so you couldn't get that on the Indiegogo. So if you did get the Indiegogo, great, but this is a special, unique cover. You don't want to miss out on that. So make sure to check that out from my comic.
I'm excited to see that.
And then on top of that, which I have to now present on a different screen. Oops. So
if you like comics, you got comics.
So then we have the Unschooled Adventures, right? So that one's a little bit more mature. That's the older Team Plus. This one is for kids. This is our new project. So if you wait and you just came on, this is a big one. Oh, look, see, focus. There you go. That's
that would
what
be
we
a
need.
Good coffee shop focus.
So Joe says, "Can I donate? I don't need anything. Can I still?" Yes, of course. It's not a legally donation because we're not a not-for-profit, but you can gift. You can make a gift, absolutely, on both Voluntaryist or the Unschooled Adventures. Although, hey, if you get the book,
Happy New Year,
you can always gift it to someone else. You can give it to a friend of a friend, an orphanage, the little free library in the corner of wherever you live. You can give it to a cousin, a nephew, whoever. Random kid that you pass by, you're like, here, kid, have this. And it's like a montage. You can do that. So Kirk says, thank you for 23 is in the rear view looking for Red 2024. Yes, thank you so much, Kirk.
Thank you so much.
Couldn't have done this without you. Your support has been greatly appreciated. Oh, and by the way, that photo of him is in Iraq.
Oh, okay. Wow. I see.
Yeah, when he was stationed in Iraq specifically. So there you go.
Cool. Thanks, Kirk, for sharing.
There you go.
You're awesome.
Hey, what's up? It's Ken.
Hey, Ken.
Chicagoland checking in.
All right. Pew, pew, pew.
Joe says, all right, you two are awesome. Oh, I'll take it. Thank you so much.
Oh, thanks,
Happy
Joseph.
New Year.
I like your profile picture. It's awesome.
Yeah, I like that loaded. So, so we're, we're having a good time here. We're excited for what's coming up.
That's really cool to see. We have 3 backers already, and
we have books galore. As you can see, there's so many books.
We're gonna have a lot to table at the LP National and LP Florida, so that'll be fun. So yeah, hope to see you guys there. If any of you are gonna be in the Florida at the LP next month, or in June, if you'll be in DC for the LP National, we will be tabling. And I'm going to be showcasing our music as well. So I'll be playing and you can hear the music. And yeah, come check it out if you can, if you're near DC or Florida. And it's going to be a fun time. It's going to be real fun.
It is going to be a real fun time. Memorable time.
And the goal, of course, is to spread the message of liberty.
Yeah.
That's why we're here. That's just what we're
We're just doing it every
tirelessly we trying to achieve. Is liberty in our lifetimes. You know?
I know. All right. Well, thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out with us. Happy New Year to everyone. Thank you for your support of Voluntaryist, making it super successful. We cannot wait to show you what we got next. And for those of you who supported the campaign, to send you your perks once we wrap on Voluntaryist. And of course, on Unschooled Adventures, sending you those first books, hoping that it goes extra well. And that way we can continue this.
Yes.
And keep the story going. We've already written the next
Fed music video. We will execute that.
Yeah.
Try.
Fingers crossed everything goes well with that. We're gonna try for that as best as we can. So seriously, thank you so much. Thank you to CJRoasting.com and Kirk for his extra support. Thank you to Eric July, the big support. Thank you to everybody else who supported tonight. I think it was Judd, who was number 2 on there, and then Alpha Proto. Thank you so much. You all are greatly appreciated. And of course,
and everyone who was just hanging out tonight. It was really fun. Thanks for counting down with us as we rolled in 2024. So here we are, January 1st. Let's make it an awesome year. And I hope you all have a great time with you and, yourselves and your loved ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take care.